Hey guys, this is Faz and today we are going to start a completely new series. I know it's been a while and I haven't uploaded any video, but I'm sorry for that. So let's begin. I know you have heard about Harley Davidson, right? It's an American motorcycle company who makes some badass motorcycles. So what's the similarity between Harley Davidson and Aston Martin? The similarity between these two are their founders. Just like how William Harley and Arthur Davidson founded Harley and Davidson, Aston Martin was also founded by two individuals. Lionel Martin, who was a businessman, and Robert Bamford, who was an engineer. Aston Martin was founded by these two in 1913. One knew how to make stuff and the other one knew how to sell stuff. And for some years they had the greatest time of their lives. Of course they faced some major issues when they founded the company, but when the sales took off, they were having a great day. But soon enough their partnership were meant to be broken. Why is that? It's because of the World War. The company suffered major problems, from financial problems to shortage of labor. Obviously when there is a war going on in the country, it's almost impossible to manufacture the basic things. Remember the toilet paper shortage when lockdown 2020 went down? I know it was hilarious, but it was just a nightmare, guys. It was a nightmare. And I know what you're thinking, it wasn't a world war. Exactly, that is my point. It wasn't a world war, it was a pandemic which is still going on and it has affected all of us, right? Unfortunately, Aston Martin ran into financial problems and they went bankrupt, leaving no choice but to sell the company. Just after a year, they again ran into financial problem, leaving no choice again but to sell the company. And the period of selling and buying Aston Martin have just continued throughout the history. Both World War played a major role and the production was shifted from making cars to aircraft parts, impacting the company's sales significantly. This was not the only case with the Aston Martin, but the whole world suffered same consequences and it was called the Great Depression. Luckily, who bought the Aston Martin saw that this company could make them huge profits or maybe some good profits in the future. And this was also a reason that Aston Martin have been able to survive the Great Depression. And they have learned from their mistakes. Why is that? They're expanding their company outside of the automobile domain. Now is the time for some of the greatest cars by Aston Martin which was used in James Bond franchise. So the first one in the list is the legendary Aston Martin DB5. English industrialist David Brown is the man who bought this company in 1947. He introduced some new plans and guided the company to make luxurious grand tourers. The result? Obviously, Aston Martin DB5, which was showcased in the movie Goldfinger. So DB5 is the first car which was showcased in the James Bond franchise. Why is this car so special? It's because it's legendary, it's that simple. And the upcoming movie No Time to Die will also showcase DB5 in the movie. Take it as a spoiler. Aston Martin DBS. Aston Martin DBS was a successor of DB6. The thing that was changed the most was the design and the class, of course. They used same straight 6 engine which was used in the DB6. It also had 4 full-size seats. Subtle but necessary improvements were made in the DBS which made this car fantastic. DB6 was used by George Lazenby in the movie On Her Majesty's Service. And do you know George Lazenby have received offer for 7 movies from the James Bond franchise, but he said no. Why? I heard that his manager said no to him and he agreed. Yes, he agreed. And the next car in our list is special. Why? It's not an Aston Martin. Yes, it's the Lotus Espirit. So why have I put this car in this list? It's because the story behind this car. It is said that the maker of Bond were looking for a new face for the upcoming movie. Don McLaughlin was the public relation manager at Lotus, and trust me, this guy was a gold. He came up with a strategy that could win them a place in the James Bond franchise. He took the prototype version of Lotus Espirit and hid all the logos and badging of the car. He then set out to the headquarters of Bond, and there he parked the car outside of the headquarters and left it there. When he came back, he saw there was a crowd surrounding the car. They were the producers of James Bond. He removed a badge and looked at the producers. Without saying a single word, he sits in his car gently and leaves. And after some days, Lotus got a call from the headquarters and they took the car in the movie. Espirit does not have a huge amount of power or anything like that. It had a 4-cylinder engine which created less than 200 horsepower. But the special thing Espirit had was the design. It had a futuristic design. It weighed less than a ton and created a soothing sound while driving. And I know 180 horsepower isn't enough for a sports car, but that's not the case. The Espirit was all about futuristic design, comfort, and driving experience. It was a fast car beside having less power. And now is the time for Aston Martin V8 Vantage. V8 Vantage weighed more than its previous generation model and it made more power. But the accessories, chassis and build quality was strong. It had a 5.8 liter V8 engine that made 320 horsepower, which might not sound much for a V8, but trust me guys, it was a real deal in its time period. The quarter side panels are borrowed directly from the early Ford Mustang along with some other parts from other cars as well. And you can clearly see a signature of a muscle car in this V8 Vantage. And the CEO of Aston Martin have announced that they are going to use V8 Vantage in the upcoming movie No Time to Die. I think they haven't included the V8 Vantage in the trailer, or maybe they have, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Aston Martin DB10. The DB10 is one of the rarest cars by Aston Martin have ever created. And why is that? It's because DB10 was separately made for the movie Spectre. Yes, you heard me right. Aston Martin have made DB10 specially for this movie Spectre. It is surprising how much money and hard work goes into making these things, but talk about dedication. Only 10 DB10 have been ever built, out of which 8 was used in the making of the movie and the remaining 2 was used for the promotional and advertising purposes. Having all kinds of cool gadgets and this freaking machine gun made this car a success. And trust me guys, this thing is really expensive. The remaining 2 car which was used for promotional purposes was sold in an auction for 2.4 million euros. Yes, you can buy a yacht from this money. And it is time for our final car, Aston Martin Valhalla. And do you know Aston Martin Valhalla is going to be used in the upcoming movie No Time to Die as well? Yes, we have got 3 cars, the DB10, V8 Vantage and Valhalla. Yes guys, I'm waiting for the movie. Aston Martin Valhalla, which is a beast of a machine and it is inspired by the Formula 1. To sum this beast up, it has a powertrain of both a 3-liter twin-turbo V6 engine that revs up to insane 13,000 RPMs. Both these generates a combined power of 1,000 horsepower. The engine revs is fascinating. And it is going to be a surprise to see these 3 cars in the movie. So that's it for today guys, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.